Sylvester on the hill woke up less and less often. When he was awake, he was only hopeless and unhappy. He felt he would be a rock forever, and he tried to get used to it. He went into an endless sleep. The day grew colder. Fall came with the leaves changing color. Then the leaves fell and the grass bent to the ground. Then it was winter. The wind blew this way and that. It snowed. Mostly the animals stayed indoors, living on the food they had stored up. One day a wolf sat on the rock that was Sylvester and howled because he was hungry. Then the snows melted. The earth warmed up in the spring sun and things bobbed. Leaves were on the tree again. Flowers showed their young faces. One day in May, Mr. Jucan insisted that his wife go with him on a picnic. Let's cheer up, he said. Let us try to live again and be happy even though Sylvester, our angel, is no longer with us. They went to Strawberry Hill. Mr. Jucan sat down on the rock. The warmth of his own mother sitting on him woke Sylvester up from his deep winter sleep. How he wanted to shout, "Mother, Father, it's me, Sylvester, I'm right here." But he couldn't talk. He had no voice. He was stone dumb. Mr. Jucan walked aimlessly about while Mrs. Jucan set out the picnic food on the rock. Alfalfa sandwiches, pickled oats, sassafras salads, tumbly compote. Suddenly, Mr. Jucan saw the red pebble. "What a fantastic pebble!" he exclaimed. Sylvester would have loved it for his collection. He put the pebble on the rock. They sat down to eat. Sylvester was now as wide awake as a donkey that what a rock could possibly be. Mr. Jucan felt some mysterious excitement. "You know, Father," she said suddenly, "I have the strangest feeling that our dear Sylvester is still alive and not far away." I am. Sylvester wanted to shout, but he couldn't. If only he had realized that the pebble resting on his back was the magic pebble. "Oh, how wish he were here with us on this lovely May Day," said Mrs. Jucan. Mr. Jucan looked sadly at the ground. "Don't you wish it too, Father?" she said. He looked at her as if to say, "How can you say such a question?" Mr. and Mrs. Jucan looked at each other with great sorrow. "I wish I were myself again. I wish I were my real self again," thought Sylvester. And in less than an instant, he was. You can imagine the scene that followed: the embrace, the kisses, the questions, the answers, the loving looks, and the fond exclamations. When they had eventually calmed down a bit and had gotten home, Mr. Deacon put the magic pebble in an iron safe. Someday they might want to use it, but really, for now, what more could they wish for? They all had all that they wanted.